So for those of you who are in a rush, a quick rundown of what is going to happen in this video. So number one, when you got the old bed, it's all changed now, but go and take out with clippers everything that the strimmer's not going to cut, so cut them right down to the ground. Number two, after you've taken off the landscape fabric from the previous beds, trim them, cut them all down to the ground. Number three, bring compost, spread it out. Number four, put down your landscape fabric and pin it in, and that is it. And if you continue watching, you'll see all the steps with a little bit of information on what happens on each stage. Plan is to clean this block and get it ready for onions. It's early February now, and the onions needed to have gone in already actually, so the chickens have kindly cleaned out all the pathways, so I just need to take out all the thicker stemmed things like these broccolis with clippers to the compost pile, and then everything like these chard, they can come out just with the strimmer. They got a thick stem at the base, but we'll be cutting them down to the ground. So first thing, remove all the drip line, get it out of the way so I don't damage it with the strimmer. The old cabbages are on the compost pile, and drip line is out the way, so I can start strimming. Strimmer is smoking, that's always a good sign. So I'm actually just going to leave it like this. It's another day. There's a bit of wind today, so I can't put down the landscape fabric. Put down the drip line. Yep, and then after that is landscape fabric. So it's another day. It's not windy today, so I can carry on with this. So I've laid down the fabric there. No wind at all, so I can just lay it down, leave it for now. I tried to keep the pegs, these pegs, about 1.5 meters away from each other. When I've been lazy and put them further away to save time, I've ended up paying later on with that time, running around collecting landscape fabric which has been blown away by the wind. So it just pays to put in a few more pegs each row and make sure it's well pinned down from the wind. Also, because our paths are slightly lower than the beds, just from where we walk on them, I like to put the pegs right down in the pathways, just so that the wind has less to kind of catch up on. The wind kind of flows straight across and doesn't pick up the edges. Before putting the landscape fabric down, we'll be putting compost down. Hopefully if we can get 1 centimetre out of this, that'd be great. Well, I've got another bed over there to do still, so I'm not sure if that wheelbarrow will cover it. But we continue anyway. Time to rake it out. So I got the piece of landscape fabric for this bed lined up on this bed. You can see there's two there. The tree is here, so what I need to do is just trace the line across here and cut a strip going into this one, so that piece of landscape fabric will just sit around the tree. So onions are laid out, first 2 beds anyway. So that's it, the onions are in the ground. I've irrigated them for about half an hour, 40 minutes. That's 1,200 onions. I think that's all I'm going to plant this year. I'm going to use the rest of the beds in the onion block for kales instead.